Cool. So it's Daniel, right?
Daniel.
Cool.
Yeah.
And your game is?
Pipsqueak.
All right. Tell me about your game.
You're a little mouse with a big sword. You hit stuff and just run around and explore a big world. So
cool. Inspiration?
I think the biggest inspiration and obvious is probably Hollow Knight, but plenty of retro platformers as well.
Cool. And how long have you been in development?
Just a bit over a year now. So.
Oh wow, it looks amazing for just over a year. That's incredible. All right. And release dates, when do you plan on releasing?
Release dates a couple of years away, yeah. I'm doing a Kickstarter soon, so I'm working towards a demo for that, which will be in the next couple of months.
All right. And are you doing this full-time, part-time?
Part-time. If the Kickstarter goes well, I'll be doing it full-time.
All right. All right, cool, nice. Thanks, Daniel.
Thank you.
So I'll just zoom into your pipsqueak. And then your QR code. There we go. But there's two things that I've asked you, I'll ask you again just for the video, is what software you use to make this?
The game is made in Game Maker, and all the pixel art's done in Expo.
Okay, cool. And how have you found that, and why didn't you go with Unity? Because I've played around with the Game Maker many years ago.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a bit of a learning curve there. It's like a different environment. It's very different.
And it's to be easier than Unity. I just started with Game Maker, and I've just stayed with it because it works for me. So.
Because the game, even the examples they give and stuff don't look as polished as this. So if they had to show me this, I probably would have stuck with it longer.
Yeah.
So it's remarkable. When you said, I use Game Maker, I'm like, how did you get it to do this? Because you don't see
quite easily, but yeah, I guess just like polished art goes a long way.
It does go a long way, because a lot of the games you see, and this is not to diss Game Maker, but a lot of the games you see don't have this look or polish to it. It's almost, there's like, I can almost say, I can see that's been made in Game Maker kind of vibe, you know? When you can see this RPG Maker, like, I can see it's been made in that. You caught me completely left field, like I had no idea this was Game Maker. So.
Does Game Maker offer things like advertising, or are you planning on staying free?
Yeah, no, it'll be premium point of that. I think they've got things you can do, but I haven't looked into it.
Opportunities for fairly easy integration with ads.
And the other question was, which I didn't ask you, that is, what is your involvement on the project, sort of your role, and how did you get that working as far as, explain that.
Yes, so I'm kind of the director of the game, and I do all the art and design. So.
And when you say design, you mean game design?
Yeah, game design and level design. Yeah.
And when you say art, you mean pixel art and animations?
Yes.
Yeah. Very, very humbly, just design and art.
Yeah. So I'll just kind of give documentation to my programmer, and he'll make the things I want him to make, basically, and I can focus on level design and art.
Yeah, and then somebody walked past earlier, what is his name that does the music?
John. Yeah, he does all the music.
Cool, man. Thanks for the extra questions.
That's all good.
But what's it, the bonus features?
Yeah.
So your name is?
Hi, my name is Tyler.
Alright, what's your game's called?
This game is called Dungeons and Dining Tables.
There we are there. Cool. What was your game's inspiration?
The inspiration for it? Originally this started out as Diablo meets Animal Crossing, but it's now converged into Zelda Breath of the Wild meets Animal Crossing, with some Diablo elements sprinkled on there.
Alright, cool. How far in development are you? How long have you guys been working on it?
So this is planned to be about 24 months to release. We are currently 8 months into that development.
8 months? I'm usually astounded by how good the games look. Like, that 8 months is amazing. So that's cool. And that was the next question. When do you plan on releasing? So you said 24 months in total?
Sorry.
So the next question was, when do you guys plan on releasing? And you kind of answered that already, because you guys planning on working on it for 24 months?
Yes. So it's tentatively 2025.
Okay.
I gotta be careful with what I say exactly.
Oh, I don't.
Always like this.
Well, the only person that'll really get you is the fans, so it's fine. I think you're fine. Cool, man. And you guys are working on this full time, part time?
It's definitely part time, and it's very passion driven. The team behind it specifically is so talented.
Yeah.
I think.
Which you are part of.
What's my part?
Which you are a part of.
Yes. We're honestly blessed to be part of such a great collective.
Yeah. But it's amazing to see that you guys are working on it part time for 8 months, and then that's the result. It's incredible. So well done, man.
Thank you.
Cool. Basically, please introduce yourself?
I'm Fred Warner. I'm a narrative designer at Mighty Kingdom.
Cool. And the game's name is?
And this game here is called Hyper Rush.
Alright, cool.
This is not a completed game yet, but it is probably about 80% done. It's not at the market yet. It just needs to sand off some of the edges. It's a racing game. You're just going down the track as fast as you can, like a bat out of hell. You can choose from different characters who have different abilities. And hopefully we're going to find someone who's interested in publishing the game and get it out to players.
Cool. So how long have you guys been developing it for?
So this game has been developed on and off for about 3 years. It's probably about a year of concentrated work.
All right, cool. And you're hoping to release it when?
It's kind of in a state now where we're just waiting for a publisher to come along and partner with us to help get it
Okay,
to
cool.
market. So that could be whenever we find that publisher. I think it would be just a couple of months until we can get it.
I just spoke to another developer, and Steve just surprised me that they made the game in Game Maker. So now that's the next question I want to start asking. It's going to be a default question. What software did you use? Unity?
We used Unreal for this.
Unreal. All right.
It's the only Unreal game we've actually made. So we wanted to learn Unreal and we thought this was a really good vehicle for it.
All right,
We
cool.
usually use Unity.
Thanks, Fran.
Thank you.
Star Trek idle
So this
clicker.
is called Star Trek Lower Decks.
Yep.
It's an idle clicker. It's made by us in partnership with Eastside Games from Vancouver. And basically, it's based on the Star Trek Lower Decks cartoon show.
Yeah.
And what we do is, it's like every other idle clicker. You collect currency. When you get to a certain point, you're rewarded with a cutscene. So that's what I do as a narrative designer, is I write and create the cutscenes.
Is there? I'm going to ask questions yet, and hopefully I won't cause trouble. But is there branching narrative?
There's not branching narrative, it's straight narrative. So it's just as kind of a reward.
Cool.
For
Yeah,
reaching,
totally
you get to watch the scene.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like comic panels.
Yeah.
And what we do is we choose a particular Star Trek episode from the past from any of the series, and we reinterpret it as a Lower Deck story and make it funny.
So would this be from complete Star Trek history, or just from?
Complete Star Trek history. From the
Wow.
animated series way back in the 70s to the original
So you've got
series.
full creative license.
With full creative license. We still have to get our stories approved by Paramount, who's the license holder. But
And you must be
basically, they
having
let us
fun
run
as a
wild.
narrative designer. You must be having a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Oh, cool, man! Thanks for sharing this one with us.
Sure.
Cool. Company.
Patrick and Dino Rocket.
All right.
I started the company last year, so just over a year, I guess.
All right. And when do you think you'll? Because you've just done a. What do you? The words slipping my mind now. Early access.
We just released the free-to-play prologue version of the game,
Yep.
but the full release will be happening in the next few months, probably.
Full release.
Yeah, full release into early access.
And you've got a publisher.
We've got a publisher with Fireshine.
All right. Cool, man. And you've made it in Unity.
It's in Unity, yes.
All right. Cool. And what? Just explain the game type.
So it's a monster taming auto battler. You collect lots of little guys, they evolve and level up, going through a single player roguelike style gameplay, all the way to get to the final boss.
Cool, man. Oh, thanks, buddy.
Get in as well.
Yeah,
So your name and your game.
Sure. Hey, I'm Jack. I'm Nick. And this is Nico. We're making an action adventure creature collecting game. It's 2D hand drawn.
How long have you been making it?
So we have a previous game called Symptom as well that we had demoed a lot. Made a lot of progress on it, but we decided to redo and basically take the best parts from it,
Sure.
put it all together, and this is basically that baby that came from
All
that.
right. So how long is development at the moment? Where are you guys? Where are you at in the development cycle, time wise? How many months in are you?
So we're looking for a release by April next year. Just trying to get as much feedback as we can today.
And how many months have you guys collectively put on it so far?
So our previous game was a lot longer.
Expression on the face.
A longer process, and when we made the switch to see we could reuse some of that.
Sure.
But it's a lot.
So you can choose a number. What number would you like to say? What number would you like to say? How long this has taken
This
you?
one, probably 6 months. 6 months.
All right.
Before that,
Let's go with 6 months.
yeah, we'll go with 6 months. It's a lot quicker.
It's really sort of picked up steam over the last 3 months.
All right. Are you guys looking to self-publish, or are you looking for a publisher?
At this stage, look, we're not going to turn down publishing offers.
All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
But if that doesn't come through, we'll be publishing it ourselves on Steam.
Okay.
So,
Mobile at all?
big bucks.
Mobile?
No, not mobile.
Maybe Switch is definitely one of the first ones we'd like to do.
Alright.
Other consoles possibly.
Okay.
Yeah, Switch and Steam are the two major ones that we're
Cool. And what have you guys used? Which development program did you use?
Unity engine, yeah.
Unity. All right, cool, sweet.
Awesome.
Cheers, man.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Cheers, all. Yeah. That's good.
What is the game?
My name is Leo, and our game is Fox and Shadow. It's a dual deck building roguelike where you are playing as a human who is controlling a little robot that is journeying through a broken city, and you're going through the city to bring scrap home to keep the lights on at home.
Yep.
So this game's been in development since about 2021, and it's been a doozy to make.
But you say roughly 3 years?
Roughly 3 years, probably. We initially started very part-time, and then we moved to a more full-time basis after we got a Screen Australia grant. So we got it in the very first year. We kind of went all hands in to apply for the grant, and we were lucky enough to receive it.
That's cool.
And it's
How long ago has that been?
I think almost 3 years now.
So you got it right in the beginning?
Yeah, so
Alright, cool.
we were in the very first group, so we were very lucky, and we've been fully polishing up our game.
Cool, man. What are you using to make your game?
So we're making a game with a combination of things. So right now, our main engine is built in Unity. Our animations are done in a program called Spine Esoteric. We're using models made in Blender and Painted Substance, and we're also using Clip Studio Paint.
So when you say models made in Blender, which models are made in Blender? Because I know, walking past your desk, because we work in the same space. You're working with 2D. You're working with 2D sprites, right?
Yeah. Sorry.
So what are you using Blender for? To make the normals, or?
We're making our environments. So this was to divide up the workload and make.
Okay, there I can see the environments are 3D.
So the environments themselves are 3D. We're using a toon shader to give them a hard black outline, but the models themselves are made in Spine, so they're all 2D.
I find that remarkable because your models look 3D, but they're 2D sprites.
Yeah, so we've been hand painting normals, and now normals are basically a mathematical way of interpreting what direction a surface is facing. So in our models, I've painted them by hand.
I saw you doing that painstakingly.
It's not too bad actually. Look, any artist can do it if they know how to shade their characters.
Yeah.
So if you understand.
So that's why your characters are interacting with the lights when they jump in and out of the shadows.
Yep.
They're in light and out of light. And that gives them that 3D feel.
Yep. And Spine is great because we can also distort the 2D images that go into it. Yep. So when we layer it with the normal maps, we can get a very 3D effect. You can sort of see the movement in and out of the shadow.
Yeah.
Which is not something that we could do if we were doing it by hand, if we were doing it traditionally.
Yeah. Cool.
That being said, some people could do it, maybe, who knows.
And when do you plan on launching it?
We are planning to be ready for release, maybe at the end of the year, but it all just depends on how we go with publisher negotiations. So there's no set
And you're still looking for a publisher?
Yes.
Right.
So there's no set date currently, but we plan to be done with the development by the end of the year.
Cool, man. Thanks, Leo.
All right.
Questions before they kick us out of here. So what's your name? What's the name of the game?
My name's Michael Manson, and the game I have here is Pickpocket.
Cool. How many are there on your team?
Overall, we've had a few people drop in and out, but 4 has been the main base. So one programmer, 2 artists, and myself as designer.
Cool. What did you guys use to make the game?
It's made in Unreal Engine 4.2.
All right. How long did the game take you?
The first part to early release was 4 weekends.
Wow. All right.
But we released July last year, and it's a kind of a side project between our two companies. So
Sure.
myself, Stout Heart Game, and the guys from the Mythica. And that's
So in total, how long has the game taken?
so it's been going for since end of July last year.
Okay.
So we've had one major release, one patch, and we released some Halloween maps as well.
All right, cool. So I normally ask, so you guys, did you need a publisher or did you self-publish?
We're just self-published on Steam, so it can be picked up on Steam at the moment.
All right. Mobile? Are you going to mobile at all?
Probably not,
right.
but we are looking at other things like possibly Switch.
All right, cool. Sweet, man. Sweet.